We're back for the last part. We both got booze this time.
We both have the alcohol.
Yeah.
We don't... Shit, before I hit record, we should have... Do we have a drinking game, or are we just drinking?
Yeah?
I
think we're just drinking.
Alright, let's just drink then, that's fine. I'm fine with that.
Yo, clink, clink, back.
Clink, 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 clink. I can't make clink noises. Shit.
You don't have like another glass around?
Hold on. No, I got it. Okay, clink. Clinkies.
Clinkies. Hey.
So, you're welcome, guys, with headphones.
We're gonna fucking kill you.
We're gonna do this.
We're gonna fucking solve the case. Ooh, that whiskey. Ooh, that go down nice.
February 25th, 9:47 a.m.
None better for a stomachache than a good glass of whiskey. That's not something anyone said, and it's going to pay me dearly later.
Please, I'm sorry.
Alright.
This is the defendant lobby, all right, but there's no defendant. I've been trying to reach Lana all morning. Where could she be? And where's Emma, for that matter? It almost seems as if... Oh, that's right. Emma was fucking kidnapped by that dude.
Emma was kidnapped by Gant. Something's been happening behind the scenes.
Yeah, who's talking? Oh, it's Edgeworth. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's fine. He's just like, sorry, I slipped into demon asshole.
You know how it is, right?
Yeah, you know.
We're both lawyers.
Edgeworth. Knowing you, you've already figured it out. Who the owner of this many sevens ID number that is. Well, I have a pretty strong hunch. Yeah, thanks for the recap. Looks like I'm not the only one who's figured it out. You know, the only reason this trial didn't reach a verdict yesterday is because there was still room for doubt regarding this ID record. If that number does belong to whom you suspect, then no doubt will remain. After all, he hasn't been officially charged with anything. True. Not yet. In any event, once all doubt has been removed from that list, I can call for a ruling. 5 minutes, Wright, and Chief Prosecutor Skye will be found guilty. Fuck it, why? I figured you'd say as much. That's why I came here, to hear what you have to say. This is the first time he's ever done something like this. Oh, he's listening to me. We're communicating. Thel. This is so sweet.
You're having a whole conversation.
Yeah. Something they never did in college. Anyway. Lana's hiding something.
That's why they broke up.
Yeah. And the only way we'll ever know the truth is to draw it out of her. The truth. Everything goes back to the SL9 incident. Don't be stupid. Today's the last day of the trial. We don't have time to reminisce about the past. That depends on you. If she's found guilty, you lose your only chance to find out what really happened. God damn it, Wright. I'll think about it. See you in court, right?
I'm suing you.
This is it. If I'm ever going to find out what Chief Gant has on her, it's now. Pressure's on, Thel.
Pressure's on, Phoenix.
Who was... What character was that?
Court is now in session for the trial of Miss Lana Skye.
The defense is ready, Your Honor. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. What?
Eggdog.
Oh. No. This is not Eggdog song.
He's just dancing around in the background, fucking going apeshit while Phoenix Wright desperately tries to say anything.
I hate.
No, Phoenix Wright. Nope, you're wrong. You lose the case. The jury is out. Normally this is when the prosecution puts forth its opening statement. But before that, the police chief has a proposal to make. 1, I didn't do it. 2, bye!
That's a suspicious proposal. Alright, Chief Gant. Ugh, he just fucking... Like, that's like not like a game effect. He just fucking phases in.
Oh, he just beamed in. He was beam me up, Satan! Morning, folks. How's everyone been doing? Hey, Udgy, been back to the pool yet? No! I've been drowning enough as it is in my work. That's a good one. Don't think I can top that. Or do you?
If you don't mind me asking, Chief, what exactly is this proposal of yours? No, I'm not marrying you before you ask. God, I hate when he does this.
Lana, that is to say the defendant, has asked me if she could speak directly to the court.
I don't like this. She wants to do what?
Having heard what she intends to say, I feel like she should be granted her request.
I'm sure that's what happened. I'm sure there's no fucking... I'm sure
you're not holding his sister at gunpoint.
Yeah.
In the end, it should save everyone a lot of time and trouble.
Hi, Lana. What's this all about, defendant?
I'd just like to make one simple request and I'll be finished. Okay, yeah, go ahead. Sounds good. Your Honor, I'd like you to put an immediate end to this trial.
What?
I confess to all the charges against me. On February 21st of this year, I murdered Detective Bruce Goodman in the underground parking lot of the prosecutor's office.
No, Lana, goddammit! You can't! Your Honor, the defendant's claim does not change the defense's plea.
In that case, Mr. Wright, I no longer require your services.
Holy shit. But Lana...
Your Honor, I hereby forfeit my right to an attorney.
Damn.
The prosecution may lack direct evidence against me, but it has sufficiently proven in case through testimony and circumstantial evidence. I would like you to render your verdict now, if you please.
Wow, this is gonna be the shortest episode yet.
Wow! The guilty party says guilty? That's fucking crazy. Well, alright, sounds good. Guilty though, right?
Alright, so who's gonna stop it?
Alright, it's gonna be Edgeworth.
Maybe?
Alright, so... Anyway, this sounds about right. Yeah, okay, I mean, she said she's guilty. Even if Mr. Wright doesn't want her to be guilty.
This can't be happening.
Anyway, time for verdict. This court finds the defendant... Y'all know where this is going, right? I mean, come on.
Yep!
What?
One moment, Your Honor.
What?
The
I'm
prosecution
ruling in favor of...
has not yet proven the defendant guilty beyond reasonable doubt. Any ruling at this stage would certainly be premature.
Come now, Worthy. I understand this is a difficult time for you. But why don't you just be a good little boy and keep your mouth shut,
I don't
Worthy's
think
about
I
to show
care
his
for your
power bottom.
I don't think I care for your tone, Chief Gant.
What?
Creating another fabrication to cover up your past mistakes. Sorry, but I'm no longer the naive little boy you would have me be.
Yo, you almost tripped over that word. I was about to make you...
With this sudden confession from the defendant, it's obvious to me some kind of deal was struck behind the scenes.
Some kind of deal, Not everyone operates as you do, Worthy. Takes one to know one.
So. Your Honor, the prosecution would like to change its first witness.
Oh! To who?
As its first witness, the prosecution would like to call Miss Emma Skye. I request the court hears her testimony.
Whom? Mr. Edgeworth, I am exercising my right to self-representation. I don't think we need to continue.
I don't care what you think, Miss Skye. Fuck you. The exposure of truth sometimes results in tragedy. However, no matter how tragic the truth may be, it would be an even greater tragedy to avert one's eyes from it.
Well, that sounds fucking crazy. Sure, go ahead. If we want to fucking be spiteful towards my ex, I say I'm all for it. Go right ahead. That's okay with you, right, Chief Gans? Worthy, you'll live to regret this. Mark my words.
Miss Emma Skye, please take the stand. Where the fuck is she? Where the fuck? What? Hold on though. Like we haven't seen Emma at all. Has he literally like had her in his back pocket? As in Gantz?
It's literally actually in his back pocket.
Looks like Edgeworth has decided to take the horse by the reins. Hi, Emma. What up? Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation.
Emma Sky, scientist!
My name is Emma. Emma Sky. My occupation? I'm Lana's little sister and I want to be a scientific investigator.
It's not really an occupation, but alright. It's little sister isn't really a job, but...
What are you talking about? This is a 24/7 job. 2 years ago, you encountered the serial killer Joe Dark of the Joe Dark killings. Is this correct? Yes. I'm trying my hardest to forget about that, though. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to recall those events one more time.
Mr. Edgeworth, please remember this trial concerns the murder of Detective Goodman. It's an incident. Oh, sorry. It's an incident. Is an incident that was resolved 2 years ago really all that relevant?
Yes, it most certainly is.
Oh, okay.
You sure came in
fair.
fast. Now, please testify about what happened to you 2 years ago. The trip to yesteryear has finally begun. It's bound to lead to the truth behind this trial. I was waiting in my sister's office that day. A man came running in and took me hostage. Neil Marshall rescued me, but I'll never forget what I saw in that instant. The man raised up his knife and stabbed Mr. Marshall in the chest.
Come here, Abigail.
Stop.
Well, it's a good thing you weren't stabbed.
I passed out. I don't remember much.
Just like the rest of the victims in this case. Obviously, they have nothing to do with each other. So, Mr. Edgeworth, what does this have to do with Detective Goodman's murder?
Well, that will soon become apparent, Your Honor. You've got to admire him for his courage, considering he has no evidence. But, I mean, that's what I do, so...
Okay. Anyway, the defense may begin its cross-examination.
Okie dokie. Oh boy, alright. Time to press everything. Let's the press button is Q. Hey, Emma. Sorry to do this to you, but 2 years ago, the defendant was a detective at the police department, correct? Yes, she was second in command under then Deputy Chief of Police Gant. My sister, she was the best detective ever.
She sure was. Deputy Chief Gant and Miss Sky used to be quite the pair, just like me and Deputy Chief Gant.
I believe they shared the same office.
They
That's
what?
Right. I'd always sit at my sister's desk and dream about playing that organ. I wanted to play it that day too. Wait, hold on a second. That organ was there 2 years ago too?
Yeah, I assume it was.
Well, I mean, not gonna lie, I kind of just expected that Gant had like one installed so he could ominously play the music.
I mean, he's always been evil.
I mean, well, yeah, but like he.
Oh, you mean like recently?
Yeah, like I guess he would have.
Like after getting the man there, he had it installed like so he could evil. Like I got away with my crime.
I wanted to play it that day too. The police department and the prosecutor's office held a ceremony that day. Lana promised to take me to dinner after she finished her work. A man came running. A man... Yes, Joe Dark. He was, a serial killer. Joe Dark was brought in for questioning on the day of that ceremony. We were desperate to get anything on him that would lead to an arrest.
When he saw his chance, he fled the room, right?
Upon fleeing the room, Dark proceeded to take the elevator. He must have been in a panic because the elevator was going up. Then he ran into Sky in Gant's office. There was a lot of noise coming from outside, so I opened up the door to have a look. That's when I saw him. What was the prosecutor doing there? That day, there were 2 people present during Dark's questioning, Deputy Chief Damon Gant and Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Almost forgot about Gant. How? Neil Marshall had just received the King of Prosecutors Award. Young and dedicated, he went straight to the questioning room after the ceremony.
Oh, sorry, that was me. Yeah, I was looking at something else. I assume that would also be why he was the first to run after dark.
When dark grabbed me, I thought I was good as dead. And that's when Prosecutor Marshall came running in to the rescue like a cowboy. I don't clearly remember what happened then, but... yeah. Can you tell us about that? Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. Just then, the lights went out. Oops.
The lights?
It was
What
just
are those?
It was just about this time of year. There was a terrible storm going on, and lightning struck nearby. So the electricity went out.
Wait a minute. If it was pitch dark in that room, you shouldn't have been able to see anything, right?
You should have been going to bed. It would have been past your bedtime. Right, but just then lightning flashed again outside. That sudden flash left an unforgettable image of the scene in my mind.
I see.
I told the detective about what I saw then. The detective. Yes, Detective Goodman. He was in charge of the case.
So then you don't have reason to murder him. I think, unfortunately, this makes your thing go up in smoke, Mr. Wright. I don't think that she's the murderer. That's where you're going with this, right?
No. I'm gonna hear more.
I mean, like, there's usually, like, a twist.
So you spoke with Detective Goodman about this 2 years ago. Yes, that's what's so scary about this trial. And you told Detective Goodman about what you saw. Yes, but at the time, the words just wouldn't come out. That's why I drew a picture. A picture. Yes, I think she mentioned that before. I wonder if maybe it's in my... No, actually.
Well, Mr. Wright, have you heard enough?
Actually. Nope, shit. Fuck. Wrong button. Check. It's this picture, which I guess counts as... okay, which I guess counts as stick figures, kind of, but like that's a pretty good silhouette, man.
Yeah.
Like, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Anyway, back. Okay. Have I heard enough? No, I'm gonna ask about the picture. This picture the witness drew, I believe it has a very important meaning. What? But the list of evidence I was given 2 years ago didn't contain a picture.
Witness, would you mind if we added the statement to your testimony?
Yes, Your Honor.
I mean, no, I don't.
I drew a picture of that scene once, but it seems to have been lost. Ha-ha! Not so! You drew a picture of the scene you witnessed, right? Yes, I wanted to do everything I could to help the investigation. I can still see it now, whenever I close my eyes. That's strange. I took over the case after Prosecutor Marshall died, yet I never received any picture. Perhaps the witness is mistaken? But I did draw it, I swear. I'm not just imagining it. This picture that Emma drew, that reminds me. I guess I should check the evidence again. Seeing that imprinted image in your mind, can you please describe it to us? The man... Oh, right, this goes back to here, so hold on. Well, actually, I guess I should press this, too.
Yeah.
That must have been a real shock. Even now, when I close my eyes, I can still see it just as clearly. Tell us, what were you doing at that moment? I believe you testified that Joe Dark was holding you hostage. When lightning struck and the lights went out, Mr. Marshall jumped on Dark. I was thrown aside and the two began wrestling each other. I'm pretty sure I was watching them. Emma doesn't have any reason to lie, but Lana sure does. I need to get Emma to tell me as much about this as she can. Alright. Oh, shit. Back. Present. Present. Yeah, music stop. That's a good
There
thing.
we go.
Mr. Edgeworth. This little girl put all her heart into drawing that picture. And yet you would insist on denying its existence. What?
I'm trying to help you, Phoenix!
Hey, I'm not the bad guy. All I'm saying is that as the prosecutor for that case, I wasn't handed such a picture.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. We're working together.
Yeah,
I forgot.
Yeah. I'm just so used to
reflex,
attacking you know? Because you're always attacking me, so I have to attack you back, and, like, I thought it was like a foreplay. Phoenix, can you get on with the case?
We're trying to who can top most when we're both bottoms. This is how we get past the they were both bottoms syndrome.
That may well be, but that doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Behold!
This is the evidence from the SL9 incident.
Mm-hmm. Please turn it over, Your Honor.
Turn it. Oh! What's this?
I like how he said it's like he's having difficulty understanding what he means by turn it over. Like maybe like he turns it upside down first. He's just like, well, I mean, now it's just upside down.
Mm-hmm.
Ta-da! Oh, well, you don't have to hold it sideways.
It's like this. So they were standing on the side of a... Standing on the wall. That's really impressive.
Yes, what
Just
is
turn
that?
Turn it over again.
Hey,
Just turn it over again. What? Oh! Whoa! No, this makes way more sense.
I mean, I don't know. They might be not men.
Indeed, they appear to be having sex. I think that's a penis in one of those.
What's the meaning of this? What are you doing with that list? Me? Only the prosecutor in charge should have access to that list. You know, we've never...
What? What?
We've never had an issue with having things that we probably shouldn't have before.
These lists, they're different from each other.
What?
No, it would appear, Mr. Edgeworth, that the evidence list you were handed 2 years ago was incomplete. These two lists together form one list.
Are you okay? Are you telling me that Chief Gant just like basically like ripped the list in half and like shoved one into the safe and then like gave the other? Like Edgeworth never wondered why it was ripped. Like is that what they're implying?
Yeah, it looks like yeah.
Like, all right. But yeah, that's oh my god, that is what happened.
You can see the marks here where they were torn apart from each other.
Why is the judge explaining this to it? This is now I feel dumb. So you see, Mr. Edgeworth, it's quite obvious what happened. 2 years ago, only half of the evidence in that case ever reached you. What? What?
Order! Order! But Miss Sky, why did you draw your picture on the back of such an important list?
Because that's what Detective Goodman handed me in the questioning room, Your Honor. Wait a minute. If this list was torn in half, then that means... Your Honor.
You good? You good? My dude, you good?
If the evidence list was torn in half, then there might be more of the drawing on the back of Mr. Edgeworth's list. You're kidding. You're fucking kidding me.
Ooh. That certainly is conceivable, Mr. Edgeworth.
Are you telling me he never looked at the back of the damn thing? It's possible. Let's see.
You good?
Is it a sex scene?
You fucking good, my guy?
Do you even have to ask? Sorry, Your Honor. There is indeed something drawn on the back of my list. It's that thing. It's the blue badger. What? What? Why
What?
did that terrify you?
That's the thing. That thing. That thing that was dancing in the evidence room.
Clearly, this act of vandalism is the work of a certain chief of detectives. I guess he was out of scrap paper?
Hey, don't fucking throw your goddamn boyfriend under the bus like this.
What? No, the Gant. Chief of detectives. Oh, no, wait, hold on. No, chief of detectives. Would that be Goodman? Because Gant is chief of police.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe it's the, what is it? The fucking, dude with the glasses.
Okay.
Sitting in the back, yeah.
I see now. It was supposed to be like
Yeah.
that. I thought it was like a long piece of paper that someone had ripped in half, and I was like, how did no one notice that? But if it's like this, that makes sense.
Yeah. Okay. Witness? Will you please testify about the picture you drew 2 years ago?
Huh? Oh, yes, sir, Your Honor.
She was also not paying attention.
What's wrong with Emma? She seemed to be thinking about something when she was looking at the picture. You mean the murder, maybe? Maybe she was remembering something? Hold on, I'm remembering something. Like, you know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This is the picture I drew 2 years ago. The flash of lightning was so bright, all I could see were shadows. After that, I must have fainted. This picture shows exactly what I saw in that instant. Wait, has Emma always had a little ID card thing on her front?
Yeah, always, yes.
Huh. I don't think I've ever actually noticed it.
Weird.
Sorry, continue.
To think, a flash of lightning could burn such an image in your mind.
I mean, it's traumatic, so I wouldn't be that surprised, really. Thanks to that, though, she was able to show us exactly what she saw.
No, she wasn't. Sorry. Well, I don't see any contradictions here. This clearly shows Joe Dark about to murder the prosecutor, Neil Marshall. You can see by the fact that the silhouette is Joe Dark. The defense may now begin its cross-examination if you like.
Alright, this picture I drew 2 years ago. Did you draw this picture right after the incident? I think I drew it 2 or 3 days later. At first I was in such a state of shock that I couldn't do anything. During that time, the investigation team was reorganized. Detective Goodman was placed in charge, under the direction of Damon Gantz and Lana Skye. 2 or 3 days later, the memory should still have been fresh in her mind.
Excuse me, witness? But can you please tell us why this picture is painted all black?
I mean, that's all I could see. Yeah.
The police did tell me it was an African American who killed the people, so...
Oh, God. So at the time, you didn't even know it was Mr. Marshall who had come to your rescue? No, I couldn't see him clearly. The lightning was so bright, and I was knocked to the floor. You were knocked to the floor? Dark had a tight grip on me, but when Mr. Marshall jumped on him, I was knocked away. I turned around, and that's when the lightning flashed.
Onion head looking ass bit.
Yeah. Poor Emma. I'm just glad she wasn't hurt. What happened after the lightning flash? Thunder. Oh wait, you mean with the Kate, sorry. You mean you didn't see the actual murder take place? No, I'm sorry. The flash of lightning only drove off the darkness for a split second. Not only that, but the trauma of the situation understandably caused the witness to faint.
And thunder comes before lightning!
Do you really need to torture this girl any further? Hey, I'm not the bad guy. This is honestly just their foreplay, really. This is...
Yeah. Anyway, oh, that's you. Sorry. I was reading it in the fucking voice you do for her, too.
Yeah, That just happens when we accidentally read each other's lines, apparently.
Yeah.
Sorry for asking so many times, but are you sure you drew exactly what you saw? Of course, this is the exact scene. It wasn't influenced in any way from your talks with the detectives? Are you insinuating we somehow manipulated her memory, Mr. Wright? No, of course not. Better watch out or you might find some way to cut my salary. I drew this picture before I heard anything from the detectives, so I don't think anyone's story would have influenced me.
Mr. Wright, is there something that's bothering you about this picture?
Oh, well... That's strange. She claims this is exactly the scene that was imprinted in her mind, and yet... There's clearly a contradiction here. That
man is clearly killing that other man with a ruler, not a knife.
I was about to say, yeah, it doesn't look like a knife, to be honest. Okay, hold on. The picture that keeps flashing on the screen looks pretty, like... Why?
And God looked down upon them.
Yeah.
I am the Blue Badger. You were created in my image. The father from Jesters, you got the father from God's light. You arrived.
Oh, wait a second. Yeah, he was stabbed in the back. I was wondering about that. You can't stab him in the back if he's facing you. Okay, hold on.
See, now I'm glad you haven't been drinking as much of the thing as I have.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so I'm going to assume that this is what I would show?
Yeah.
Maybe? Because
Yeah.
I don't see anything else that I would be able to show.
Yeah, because he was laying on like a pile.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me.
Alright, so let me try it.
Yeah.
Okay, music stopped.
Oh yeah, that was it.
Cool.
Also, just drink your booze. Let's both be drunk.
I
That'll make it better.
Drink half of mine.
Well, what is the other half doing?
Preparing to be drunk, so fuck you.
Anyway,
Anyway,
fair enough.
I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this picture the witness drew contains a blatant contradiction. What? But I still remember it like it was yesterday. Mr.
Wright.
Stop making the witness feel bad. She's like 12. I'm like 16.
Perhaps it would be faster if you simply pointed out the contradiction for us.
It's time for the point and click again.
I've been drinking too. Which part of the picture contradicts the autopsy?
The fact that he's covering his chest, maybe? Like, that's the only thing I can think of. Oh, shit. Well, I already clicked it. I think it's this part here.
I don't. Sorry, I'm getting messaged by other people. I don't see what's so strange about that part.
That's because of the giant stings.
What?
Mr. Wright, how could you? I have to make an innocent girl cry more at the death penalty. Okay, alright. Let me try.
Oh, you skipped the judge's line.
Yeah.
Mr. Wright. Perhaps it would be
this
faster if
again.
you simply pointed.
He wants me to.
Oh
point...
yeah. That was the fucked up line. All right, got it. Sorry.
Maybe this? I guess this.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like.
Oh well, he said what he says is different, so maybe it's the one. The contradiction, of course, lies here. Take a look. Yeah, okay. Take a look at the knife the man is holding. If you look closely, you can see its tip is broken. What? Oh yeah, you know. That's a good point. Wait a second. Are you telling me this motherfucker took the sword from the shield? Is that what you're telling me? Are you saying that this motherfucker, because it has a sword here, are you telling me this motherfucker took the sword out of the shield thing and tried to kill a man with it? Is that what you're telling me? Okay.
Oh, sorry. God damn it. Sorry. I don't have to look closely to see that, Mr. Wright.
But, Mr. Wright, look at the evidence. See the murder weapon? Its tip is broken, too.
If I recall, the tip of the knife was found broken in the victim's body.
It was the conclusive piece of evidence that proved Joe Dark was the murderer. I'm afraid it's not so simple, Emma. And where, pray tell, could you possibly see a problem? It's obvious, really. The victim suffered a single stab wound to the back. If the victim was only stabbed once, then the murder weapon should not yet be broken.
Oh! What's the meaning of this?
Perhaps the knife was broken beforehand. Sorry, but I'm afraid that's not possible. The tip of the knife was found inside the victim's body. If it was broken beforehand, it couldn't possibly wind up there.
That's right, but what does this mean? Oh.
Edgar's like, nah, you don't get to say it. The tip of the knife was undeniably discovered within the victim's body. The only possible explanation is the witness's memory is mistaken. That's why I asked her so many times if she was sure she remembered correctly. I believe you were annoyed at the time, but she was sure she remembered correctly. But there's no other way to explain this inconsistency. Au contraire. Not so fast, Mr. Edgeworth. There is another explanation. Have you forgotten already about a little something called falsified evidence? You're treading on thin ice, right? All I'm saying is that this broken knife tip might be the piece of evidence that was forged. You can't deny the possibility. No, Edgeworth, we already established that you accidentally used forged evidence. Like, my guy. We already
Order! Rire!
I'm glad he just becomes a dog.
Yeah. Are you saying the investigation really was corrupted?
Your Honor, please allow me to once again go over the events that took place the day of the murder. The police department and the prosecutor's office were holding a ceremony that day. After receiving the King of Prosecutors award at the ceremony, Neil Marshall questioned Joe Dark along with Damon Gant. During his questioning, Joe Dark fled the room. Prosecutor Marshall chased after him and was killed by Dark. It is my belief that somewhere in the story, there is a lie. I'm not lying. The man really was holding up a broken knife. If that's true, then there's no other way around it. This could not have been the actual murder weapon. There must have been another broken knife.
What are the chances of there being 2 broken knives?
Oh, you know, Judgy, you know, Udgy, you know. Not a lot. Another broken knife besides Joe Dark's. Could there have been one? Yep. If the witness is this adamant about the accuracy of what she saw, it can't just be explained away by a simple observational error. Mr. Wright? In that instant, Emma really did see a broken knife.
I assume, then, that you have some information about this other broken knife?
Mm-hmm. I sure fucking do.
If so, please feel free to enlighten us.
The murder weapon was already broken prior to the murder. There's only one way. Take a look at this. Here's the real murder weapon. I guess,
yeah.
yeah, because it says the halberd was removed.
Yeah?
Yeah, so. If anything's broken here, it's you. Duh.
I'm sure this must all be very amusing to you, Mr. Wright. But may I... What, really?
But
Really?
Alright. Apparently I have to present a different part of it or something. I guess that picture. Because what else am I going to present? Unless it was this.
I don't know.
It's not a broken knife, though. That's why I'm like, Wait. No, that wouldn't have looked like a knife. Because remember the last piece of the vase was found in the fucking, safe.
Yeah.
But, like, you know. So I'm gonna present this, because it's the only other picture we have of the damn trophy, so. Answer lies in the past. 2 years in the past. Right here inside this picture.
Oh, okay, yeah.
This is a picture of the award ceremony. Oh, God!
What? What?
It's the broken murder weapon. Notice the award prosecutor Marshall is holding. Ding. That's a broken knife. Yeah, we talked about it with, was it Edgeworth? I think, yeah, the Edgeworth talked about the knife. As we earlier concluded, the knife in the drawing was not Joe Dark's knife. That being the case, the knife that witness saw was in all likelihood from this award.
What?
Neil Marshall was awarded King of Prosecutors that day. As an award, he was given this broken shield and knife. When he chased after Joe Dark, he pulled out this knife. Being a prosecutor, he did not carry a pistol. This broken knife was the only weapon he had in this dangerous situation. You know, I was thinking about it, and like when it would flash, when it would flash the picture,
it does look like Joe Dark.
It looks more like Joe Dark is on the ground.
Is on the ground, yeah, because
like
Onion Head, and we've also never seen under Marshall's hat. He might have an onion head.
Yeah, hold on.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, he
could
might.
be onion.
So like. Since they won't let us look at this, obviously, like, we've seen pictures of Joe Dark flashing, like, the cinematic stuff.
Yeah.
So, like,
definitely. It looked like Hannibal was the one getting stabbed.
Yeah, Hannibal.
Well, what the fuck are you doing? Ending this?
But that can't be. Oh, and why not, Mr. Edgeworth? Because if the King of Prosecutors award knife was the murder weapon, then the murderer and the victim would be reversed. What do you mean? I mean, this man raising a knife would have been Prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh. Go!
Whoa!
I love how the fucking, like, what?
But the prosecutor was the one who actually died.
That's true. What's going on here? It seems Mr. Wright has been a bit too eager to jump to conclusions. What?
Whom holds it?
Wait!
Oh.
I remember now. I remember everything.
What?
Mr. Edgeworth. What is it? Could you show me your evidence list again, please?
His list? The one with the picture?
Why? You're kidding. I knew it. This picture. I'm the one who drew it. What? You drew that? That's right. The list wasn't torn in half at the time I drew this picture. All this time I've been trying so hard to forget. I must have locked this part away deep inside me. Okay, what's that have to do with anything, though?
Perhaps it would be best if we added this to the witness's testimony? Would you please tell us what you've recalled, Miss Sky?
Yes, Your Honor. First the knife mix-up, and now the blue badger? This should be interesting. I mean, you interrogated a parrot once, like, calm down, buddy.
Yeah.
And in a future case, you interrogate an orca, so I mean, calm down, buddy. When I saw that man raise his knife, I panicked and rushed toward both of them. I think I knocked away the man with the knife. Just then, there was another flash of lightning, and that's when I saw the blue badger. He wasn't in the room, but I'm sure I saw his shadow. What? Hold on a fucking... What?
This is certainly most unusual.
Hold on a goddamn sec. Okay, so... Hold on. So this thing.
Yeah.
And it was sideways, apparently. So... Fucking, I don't know, does Gant look like that sideways? Like, what does that mean? What does this mean? What does that mean, Emma? What does that mean? It doesn't look enough like the vase. And I don't think it's this statue, otherwise we would have a better picture of it, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe it's his hair? Like, because his hair is that weird swooshy? Hold on.
Maybe.
Let me go back to the profiles. Won't let me see it more. But I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Like, if lightning flashed, like, nearby or something, you'd see that.
Maybe. Well,
But
I don't know, though.
Yeah, no, it's a bit of a stretch, so I'm not sure.
Unless he put his, like, hair up into an onion or something. I don't know.
Well,
maybe
the first flash was Neil and Joe Dark. So this lightning flashed again, and I don't think she drew a picture of that. Or maybe she did. God, I don't know. Hold on. Try impossible. The chief of detectives hadn't even designed him until this year. That would mean he didn't even exist 2 years ago.
Well, the defense may not...
What?
Stop, please. Please do not pursue this any further.
Lana.
What's the meaning of this? Please remain seated in the defendant's chair. But you can't do this. I've already confessed to the crime. Why can't you just leave it at that?
Chief Prosecutor Sky. We've already come this far. It's too late to turn back.
Silence!
That's...
The defense will now begin its cross-examination of her. Anyway, bailiff, please detain the defendant.
It seems we're finally getting to the core of the matter. Oh boy! Guess they're gonna be like, oh, Emma stabbed him on accident. Totally.
It definitely was Emma who did it, and not me.
When you say that, man, I assume you refer to Joe Dark? Yes, at least I think it was him. You think. All I could really see were shadows. The power outage that immediately preceded the incident is also documented in the prosecutor's office reports.
So then you...
Why would you do something so dangerous? What else could I have done? He was about to stab Mr. Marshall. She seems convinced that Dark was the one holding the knife. But as we've just theorized, Mr. Marshall was the one holding the knife. Well, I didn't know that at the time. When that dark guy knocked me down, all I could think was, I've got to help that other person. Okay, I think I knocked away the man with the knife. What do you mean you think? It all happened so fast, and I was in shock. I don't remember everything clearly. What I did, it's all kind of a blur. Miss Sky was almost killed before she was witness to a murder about to take place. With so much happening in a matter of seconds, a little disorientation is only natural. I saw the man about to stab the other person who I thought was Mr. Marshall. I knew I had to stop the man with the knife.
What you did was very brave, young girl. So then what happened next?
And then the flash of lightning, and then you saw the blue badger. Okay, we need... Are you sure about this? Of course. See, I even drew a picture of him here. But it was the chief of detectives who thought up this hideous beast. And that was just this year. The blue badger didn't exist 2 years ago. This is all quite verifiable. Yeah, but the picture that I drew that was in his safe certainly had the blue badger's face on it, so, you know. I know it sounds strange. I was surprised too when I saw him at the police department. I had this nagging feeling that I'd seen him before. Wait, you know?
Yeah, remember?
She did say something about that,
She
didn't she?
did say that. Yeah.
Now I finally remember. Oh, brother. Just when you thought that thing had caused enough commotion.
Tell us, where in the room did you see him dancing?
It wasn't in the room. Sure, saw his shadow. Okay. His shadow. So you mean you didn't actually see his face with its winning smile and all? That's right, but I still remember it. He had 3 creepy horns. This is pointless. That thing couldn't have possibly existed 2 years ago. The witness must be mistaken. That may well be. But what's important is what caused her to think she saw what she did. Oh, and I suppose you have an explanation. If so, then by all means, please tell us what this shadow really was. Time to look at the stuff again. You know, hold on, let me look at Goodman's head. No? No, okay. What could it be?
Ooh, hold on, go back to the man. Go back to the man.
This man?
3 horns.
What? The hat?
The hat. Yeah.
Maybe?
One on each side, and then the big one on the top.
You know, that could
So
be
maybe
it.
that wasn't Jake Marshall actually struggling at all.
Oh, yeah? Maybe, Gant ran after him?
Maybe.
Gant
Maybe
ran after
Gant
the
was
guy
trying to stab the man.
so that he would stop giving information or something. And then
Yeah.
Neil Marshall came in and was trying to stop stuff and then got killed.
Yeah.
Possibly, because, like, I don't think any of the other people have... Oh, wait, shit. I don't think any of the other people have the silhouette that would be required. And really, nothing else that was in there is really giving me, like... I can't think of anything else. Like, the knight statue, I think, had more of, like, a Roman helmet or something like that.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me look at this. So these were the people who supposedly died because of this guy. Lana and Emma, Damon and Lana, Jake and Angel and Bruce. I'm not sure. Also, why is there blood on this? Whose blood is it?
Could be anyone's.
No. Well, I mean, hold on. If I, like, turned it maybe a little, but even then... Yeah, no. So it's not this. What was it Emma saw when that lightning flashed? Who is this blue badger really? I mean, I guess the only thing that I have is that maybe it was Neil.
Yeah, maybe. Let's give it a shot. We might get fucking docked, though.
Yeah,
and we're running out of... I just might know, yeah.
Blue Badger hadn't even been dreamt up when Emma drew this picture, yet she's certain she saw its shadow. Ladies and gentlemen, it is the defense's belief that on that fateful day 2 years ago, there indeed was something that looked similar to the Blue Badger. Something that is now sitting in this very room.
Oh, well, alright, never mind then.
Alright, well, apparently...
Take that back. Take
apparently
that
it's
shit
in
back.
this room.
Oh, look at the picture real quick. The picture of the, like, thing with the knife.
Oh, the shield.
Yeah. Anything? Oh, maybe it is the vase.
I don't know. There's not the third horn on top, though.
Yeah, you might be right.
That's why I'm confused.
Yeah.
And I don't think Gant counts as something that's in this room or
Yeah,
whatever.
Gant hasn't changed in like 22
Yeah, it
years.
says something that is sitting in this room.
I say we go with the vase.
Found in Chief Gant's face, evidence for something, but what?
Yeah, that's probably Marshall's. Yeah, she probably did stab Marshall. Shit.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Well, like, there's no obvious blood on it, though, I don't think.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. I don't know. I honestly don't know.
Yeah.
Alright, well, let's keep going with this. Mr. Wright!
In this room. Very well, Mr. Wright. What is that that the witness saw in this instance? Please show us the mysterious blue badger lookalike. I think it's the vase.
I guess. Is the vase in the room right now?
I mean, it would have been at that point, yeah.
Well, I mean, do we have the... Well, I guess if we have it in our evidence, of course we have it, so...
Yeah.
And not only that, the vase was there, which is now where the safe is in that office, so...
Yeah,
it was obviously important. I'm presenting this. Alright, it's time to die. Well, the music stopped, but...
Oh!
The mysterious blue badger was, in fact, this.
But that's... What?
I believe it's some sort of jar. But, Mr. Wright, that doesn't look anything like the blue badger. Indeed it doesn't. As it stands now, it's just a plain jar. However, what if you were to change your viewpoint? Oh, wait a goddamn second.
What, our view...
Oh, wait a goddamn second. It's probably gonna tell me to do this in like a second, but like...
Ah.
Yeah, like maybe a bit more like this or something.
Yeah.
Oh, which would be the angle that the light would be flashing from the other window.
Yeah.
I'm mad. I'm mad it's actually the vase.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've got to show them the correct angle to look at this from. Oh, maybe that... Oh! Oh, the handle's broken!
Yeah.
Oh, I just kind of assumed that it was supposed to look like that, but... Oh! Okay, so... I guess like that.
Yeah.
But why would it be like that? Yeah, I guess I'll present it like this.
Yeah.
Can't think of what else, so...
Yeah.
This isn't right. Gotta make it look more like the badger. Allow me to remind the defense's case hinges on the witness's drawing. If Mr. Wright can't match the shape the witness drew, we can't accept his claim. I got it. Rotate it vertically a bit more, or horizontally. Thanks, man. Alright. Maybe it's supposed to be like that? Except, turn. Fucking turn more.
Yeah. Can you, like, rotate, like...
You don't understand how fucking stupid these controls are. Well, I mean, you can see them.
I mean,
Okay.
yeah. Try using those buttons. There we're getting there.
Maybe?
Maybe put one of those horns, like, on the top.
Wait.
Or, like, the little broken piece. You see where it's bandaged? Maybe put the broken piece on that side.
Well, I mean, this isn't exactly it, but this does give it 2 horns and then a horn like that.
Ooh,
Hold on, I
maybe.
gotta fucking... Oh, I didn't mean to press E to... Fucking asshole. Shut up, I know. Alright. Well, it wasn't that, so...
Should I get more booze while you figure this out? Just get drunk, Error. And this is
Maybe.
the last one. Maybe?
Maybe.
Alright. I'll go
Damn
be
it.
right back. Alright. I am going to go get more booze. I'll see you in a second. I'm going to grab exactly one ice cube because
Okay, it needs to look like Badgerer. thought it would have been this, but it wasn't that. That looks kind of like it. Fuck it, that absolutely looks like it. You can't fucking tell me it don't. The episode where Dragon takes 5 years to get this thing to look correct. I mean, that looks pretty nice, but if it's not that, then maybe it's the other way. Like that? Doesn't look exactly correct. I swear to God. I swear to God. I know. How? Oh, damn it, I hit the thing again. It's because E and R are right next to each other. I mean, I don't know, man. This looks pretty much like it. No, wrong one. But then the top doesn't look right. It's gotta be lower. Like that, maybe? Maybe a little higher? Why is it gotta play the Blue Badger fucking music, too? Granted, it was sideways. So... maybe it's supposed to be sideways. Yeah, now that I think about it, why aren't I trying to do it sideways? Because... that would actually make a lot of sense. I'm gonna have this fucking Blue Badger music stuck in my head forever.
Okay, I'm back. I'm trying to figure out which direction the boy is.
Yeah, I was thinking since she saw him sideways, maybe it was like this.
Maybe.
Edgeworth, art's hard, okay? I'm gonna pause recording until I solve this. Alright.
We had figured it out before, and we just, it might be bugged, because like we looked it up and it was the one that we had already done. Go back to the other one. So this is what the video shows. Yeah. Okay. So rotate it a little bit more. And put your hands on H and B, like put them on your hands on it like they would be WASD, and that's you know. Alright. You'll rotate that. Press the G key to no, not the G key, the H key. Sorry. H N
like this?
B. What the fuck?
H or N? Do I want it to go this way?
No, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be perfect. Because what I'm looking at right now is a video showing exactly that. Alright, it should work this time. Try it.
Thank God.
Hey, there we go. Here's the thing. We had already, Megan had already figured this out. But it's just really finicky was the problem. Like, we had tried it almost looking exactly like that before, too, but, you know.
It was a new mechanic that they wanted to introduce, and they were so excited about, and they just didn't...
Success!
Even the remake, they didn't, make it
Fix
fucking...
it.
Yeah, so... Well, is this a miracle or what? Why'd you gotta paint it red? No one can possibly deny the star's resemblance to the Blue Badger. No! It can't be!
Or... The defense has proven its claim. The mysterious blue badger witnessed on the day of the crime was actually this.
Although we all enjoyed Mr. Wright's dramatic performance, one question
20
remains.
minutes.
What's your point? What do you mean? So that badger thing was actually just a jar. That doesn't change anything. I'm afraid that's where you're wrong, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, this changes everything. Indeed. Very well then, please tell us. What's different now that we know the witness saw this jar? The murder weapon.
The location, because it was in a different place. If IRC.
Well, I mean, there was a bunch of blood on the left-hand side.
Yeah, so I think you're...
Well,
yeah.
now that I think about it, that statue, remember I was like, oh, I bet the statue is covering up blood, because there's a statue over on Gant's side.
Yeah, that's true.
So, it might be that then.
Yeah.
I was going to say the murder. Well, I guess in that case, it might also still be the murder weapon. No, wait. If it broke, like it... Hold on. Let me look at the vase again. The blood is a little strange. Like, the way that it's on there. Like, that's a very weird splatter. Granted, it's a lot harder to hide the... So I guess it's just location. Allow me to take these in turn. At the moment of the murder, the witness saw this jar. At a very specific angle, I might add, Mr. Wright. Yes, well, knowing this, where could she have seen this jar?
Where? I don't know.
The location of the jar is shown in a picture taken on the day of the crime. It's on a shelf in the office of Damon Gant. But the body was found lying near Lana Sky's desk. The witness testified so herself. Yes, and it is these two facts that reveal what actually transpired. You see, the struggle between Dark and Marshall did not take place in Lana Sky's office. It happened on the other side of the room, in Chief Gant's office. Are you implying the murderer moved the victim's body from Damon Gant's office to Lana Sky's office? Yes. Why would he do that? There's no reason. Exactly. What? If there wasn't a reason, he wouldn't have gone through the trouble. The only logical conclusion is that there was a reason.
Do you know what that reason might be, Mr. Wright?
I finally figured it out. So this is why Lana tried to stop the trial. It's too late to quit now, though. Please recall the witness's testimony. She said she knocked away the man who was holding up the knife. In the next instant, the jar was hit and flew through the air. Now tell me, what could have sent the jar flying?
That would have had to have been, the impact made when he was knocked into the wall. Is that right?
I guess. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may draw your attention to this picture once more, are you telling me that it's because of the statue? Or the knight statue. He stabbed himself on the statue.
Oh, no.
He stabbed himself on the statue. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit?
The suit of armor, holding a very sharp and dangerous looking, sword is...
Yeah, it's not a sword, but yes. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall, wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy. No, Mr. Wright, you can't be thinking... Yes, there is another possibility of what actually transpired in that room.
Another possibility?
Judge, why do we have to walk you through this holding your hand?
I figured out the thing about the knocking into the wall, though.
Of course the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless... I don't know if I can go through with this.
You should drink more of the booze. That's the only answer. Mr. Wright, what's the matter?
If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Skye knocked away was actually Prosecutor Neil Marshall,
I don't get it, what?
You mean Mr. Marshall died because of me? Ah! Insert crying child noises.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, there she goes fanning. I never imagined her testimony would lead to this.
So it was the witness who took the victim's life,
Accidentally.
technically.
Mm-hmm.
And then proved so with her own testimony. Sounds guilty to me. This is unprecedentedly guilty.
Yeah.
What? What are you saying?
I'm sorry, Miss Sky, but given the circumstances...
Joe Dark's murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her?
Oh, she's doing the thing! Imagine that coming from you.
I'll fucking kill you.
If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out about what Emma did, wasn't it?
I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof.
I mean, let's go check. Well, I guess the sword thing could have blood checked for it or something.
Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall?
Evidence?
I'm willing to bet you don't. Yep. Certainly would be difficult to prove that. Want to give it a shot?
If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony.
I'm afraid that won't work in this case.
Well, I mean, you're saying that your thing could have worked before.
Both parties who are involved in the incident are dead.
We certainly can't get dead people to testify. Not without Mia! This has all been a wild goose chase from the beginning. Touche, Miss Sky. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility. Huh? You mean there's still another possibility?
What?
I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. Oh my god, wait a goddamn second. Is it the weird thing on the thing? Well, how would the victim be able to leave a message?
Well, also there's the torn cloth with her fingerprints.
Oh, yeah. There's Emma Sky's prints. So, like, Emma would have... Well, Emma doesn't seem to have realized that she killed the guy. So, Emma probably wouldn't clean it up. Lana would. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life in one manner or another.
That is impossible. Mr. Wright, this is the only possibility left to you. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist?
I've got to think back to the court record. Oh, sorry. Alright. Let's see. What would give me the evidence that he did? Let's see, this is from the SL9 incident. That's a glove. Oh, wait. There's this knife. I mean, he wouldn't have had time to, stuff it into the trophy, would he?
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure. Like... Real murderer's name that the victim may have left behind. And I guess it has to exist on something.
Real murderer's name.
This doesn't look like a G, so...
that could be a character in Japanese, but I don't...
No, they changed that kind of stuff for us specifically. Like, that's probably why this, for example, like, this is blurred out, so they don't have to, like, actually write English words or anything on it. The thing on the desk said Texas, you know. So...
I feel like based on that man's design, that shit always would have said Texas.
That's fair. Okay.
Maybe.
Like, hold on, I mean... Nope.
That's a G for grand.
Oh, it's gonna make me do it this way. Piece of goddamn
I'm going to
fucking
go
garbage.
Eat your hot dogs, Apollo.
Okay, hold on. I need not this. I need it to rotate a different way. God. Okay. So, E, M, A, maybe? Like, this does kind of look like the start of an M.
Maybe. It does kind of, yeah, I see what you're saying.
However, it could also maybe be Gant. Because of the A in Gant.
Ah, yeah, it's possible. It's possible.
I mean, I guess I'm gonna say the fucking this, because what else am I gonna say? There's nothing else that was in the room. And it would have been the closest to him, I guess.
Yeah. You could either go with the blood spatter or the handprint. It depends.
Yeah, we'll find out. I guess it's in the evidence. This message from the deceased is already in our possession.
Mr. Wright, will you stop at nothing to prove my sister is a murderer?
Do not be mistaken, Miss Skye. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There's only one thing we seek, the truth, no matter how painful it may be. Okay.
Well then, Mr. Wright, go ahead. Show the thing.
Yeah.
Good luck.
I mean... It's either this or it's the cloth.
Yeah. Ooh.
This is the message left by the deceased.
Oh! It's the blue badger? The blue dad... Oh, he's just gonna speak the killer's name?
If that thing could, I'm sure it would. But it looks like everyone's forgotten this is just a jar. A message was left here on the surface of this jar.
What do you mean?
If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on this jar. Yeah, that is so the beginning of Emma. It looks like someone wiped the blood away. We can spray it. We can spray it. Yes, but notice, for some reason the blood in some of the fragments was not wiped away.
Yes, there's a line here drawn in blood.
So what you're saying is these dots were once lines. Prosecutor Marshall did not die instantly. He used the few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message. One that someone apparently wiped away. Blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions. Precisely so. All we need to do is connect these points, and the victim's message will become apparent.
No!
Maybe she was just trying to clean up blood.
Mr. Wright. What kind of message did the victim leave for us?
Your Honor, I believe these blood stains will reveal to us the answer. I've got to connect these dots to make letters. There's only one thing the victim would have written given the circumstances, his murderer's name. What? Why can't I just spray it? Okay, whatever, I guess. What? Oh. What?
Yeah, and you can see
I guess
the...
it's
Yeah, I
just
see it.
Maybe it's an A, actually. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. I mean, he can't spell, I guess. But, no. I guess that's it.
Yeah.
I guess that's all I get to... Alright, sure. I spelled wrong. It's a defense attorney's duty to prove their client's innocence. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. Emma. So this is the final message Prosecutor Marshall left behind.
Of all people. She may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life
Was Emma Sky.
Seaworthy, can't I say I didn't warn you?
What do you want? Chief Gant.
Do you understand the implications of what you've done?
What? What are you talking about?
2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in the chase. Were you not? Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction.
But Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable.
I'm afraid that's not important.
Uh-huh.
Did you know? We aren't defenders of justice.
What?
We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter. Even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery, ultimately the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, the fact cannot be denied.
Oh, shut up. What's going on at the prosecutor's office? They might have sent an innocent man to his death. Did they not get the... How can he just stand there like it wasn't his fault? Gavels pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows.
We got another one, boys. That's okay. The trial will continue.
You're kidding me. Like,
That honestly doesn't surprise me. I knew that was probably going there from the moment we...
I mean, I guess, but also at the same time, like, God fucking damn it, this is the case that never ends.
Yeah, I know, but it's trial ladder, though, which means it's the last part. Assuming it's like, there isn't a trial ladder 2.
Ladderer? I don't know.
The ladderist.
Oh, God damn it. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus.
Alright, girl. How about this?
Mm.
Finish your drink and we'll keep going.
No, I mean, I already finished my drink.
Alright, get another drink and we'll keep going.
Alright. We're calling a recess real quick.
Yeah, we're gonna call a recess real quick.